Okay, so this is a video response to Bernice Brown. She had a lot of questions about her new baby locks, which she just started. So first I wanted to say, yay! Welcome to the club. And I'm just gonna respond to the questions that she asked me over the private message thing or whatever. Okay, so her first question was, what should I wash my hair with? Before I respond to any of these, I should just say that a lot of these things depend on your hair type because everybody's hair responds to products differently. But just going on average, I would suggest that you use a sulfate-free shampoo. Not because I think sulfates are actually bad, but depending on how frequently you shampoo your hair, it can be drying. So if you want to be able to shampoo your hair a lot without, or if you just have dry hair, it's probably more beneficial for you to use a shampoo that's made from natural ingredients and doesn't contain any sulfates that are going to add to the removing of moisture from your hair. Yeah, someone just walked in the room. Anyway, so some suggestions. There are really good shampoos on the Treasure. There's a good natural shampoo on the Dreadlocks website. Nothing But Nature. Personally, I use John Master's shampoo, the rosemary and lavender something. That's kind of expensive though, but you can get cheaper shampoos. But they are still never that cheap when you're using a shampoo that's doesn't have sodium lauryl sulfate in it. Giovanni is a good brand that's all natural, slightly more expensive than your super cheap shampoos, but you can get a bottle of that for like $7 or $8. If not, you can just use a regular shampoo, really. Like, it really doesn't matter. You can use Suave, like $1, and it's totally fine. It's really not going to hurt your hair as long as you make a point to moisturize it afterwards. The real key thing with having locks is just making sure you keep them really clean, and you don't need to use a harsh shampoo to do that. But if you're using one of the less harsh shampoos, it might be beneficial for you to use an ACV rinse maybe like once a month or once every 2 to 3 months, just to do some extra clarifying or some kind of clarifying shampoo on occasion. But on a daily basis, really, like not daily basis, but just as your regular shampoo that you want to use, you can use really whatever you want as long as it's not a cream heavy, anything heavy. Just as long as it's clear, you're going to be okay. Next question. How often should I twist my hair? Again, this depends on your hair. Some people can twist their hair all the time and not really have any trouble with it. Other people, if they twist their hair more than, say, once a month, they're going to start dealing with some thinnage in their roots. And nobody wants that. So my suggestion is that in the beginning, you can probably twist your hair like the first couple of months, get your hair retwisted like every 2 weeks. But once your hair is pretty much locked up, I would suggest twisting it less frequently. I think that adds to the thickness of your locks and keeps them from getting too thin, and also keeps your roots from thinning out. So the less you manipulate your locks, the thicker and healthier they tend to be. Some people's hair can put up with anything, but I guess it's better to err on the side of safe rather than sorry. So twist your hair every 2 weeks until it's locked, and then twist your hair once a month, or even you can go longer than that. You know, you don't have to twist your hair. So that's up to you. But if you like that manicured look, do it once a month. Find a really good product that will hold, and you should be good to go. Should I use any conditioner? Some people swear that you should not condition locks just because conditioners do the opposite of what you want. Like, they detangle your hair, and locks is all about your hair tangling up. I think that it's very important to keep a proper balance in your hair as far as it not being dry also not being weak in terms of like the amount of protein you have in your hair, and also not being rigid and therefore easily able to break due to having too much protein in your hair. So there's a couple of ways you can deal with this. Personally, I use a regular cream conditioner in my hair and I don't have any trouble with that. I also do hot oil treatments. Some people only use hot oil treatments in their hair. I think that at the very least, you should do that. You should do hot oil treatments to condition your hair. But I think it'll be fine to use protein conditioner in the earlier stages and whatever kind of conditioner you want in the latter stages. It really just depends on how you like your hair to look and feel. In the beginning, especially if you use a conditioner, when I started, I used a conditioner maybe once a month, and I liked it. I liked the way it helped my hair look a little bit more shiny and made it more manageable for me when I was twisting it. But do realize that it is counterproductive, especially in that like first 6 months, which I'm still in. It is counterproductive. It makes your hair detangle, and that's really not what you want to happen. So if you're willing to be a little bit more extra patient, the way I think about it is just that I'm making a point to make sure that my hair stays healthy, even if using a conditioner does slow down the rate at which my hair locks. So that's that balance. It's up to you. And the last question was, is shea butter good for locks? As I've said in like a lot of my videos, I use shea butter on my locks almost on a daily basis. I also use shea butter to twist. When I do retwists, I don't use gels and stuff. I've tried. So far it's not been going well. So if I find some sort of gel-like product that works for me, I will definitely, advertise that and say it. But so far gels just have not been working with my hair, especially because a lot of my locks are so thick. It's just kind of like pointless to I don't know. It just doesn't work. So it also to me makes, I don't know. I don't really like how it feels. But shea butter, again, depends on your hair. People's hair take to shea butter in different ways, even if they have, like, people with loose natural hair complain about it. Like, sometimes, if your hair doesn't absorb it, if it's going to sit on the surface of your hair and it doesn't, anything that doesn't immediately, like, melt and absorb into your hair, you should not put on your locks. So if you have, like, raw, unrefined shea butter and you rub that into your hair and it's, like, actually you can see the white on your hair, that's probably a bad idea. It's probably just like whatever the white stuff is going to stay in your hair as far as I can tell. But if it immediately melts and becomes more of like a shea oil, I personally have not had any problems with it. So I guess you can test it out and see how it works on your hair. And if it does, it'll be a great benefit. It makes a huge difference with shine and with adding moisture. So I love to use it personally. It makes me so happy, but it's not for everyone. Just like some people actually manage to use beeswax without getting nasty, yucky locks, Everybody has different experiences. Personally, I don't use beeswax, and I think that in general, it tends to be a bad, very bad idea. But for some people, it works, So I would say shea butter has, awesome benefits for your hair. And if your hair can take it, I suggest using it. If it sits on top of your hair and your hair doesn't absorb it, leave it alone and find something else. I hope I did a good job of answering all your questions. If I left anything out or, any new questions come up, feel free to message me again. I don't mind. I enjoy making videos. This is fun for me. You asked if I had any just like random things that I wanted to add in. Not really, just be patient, and it's my personal opinion that washing your hair does help it lock faster because oils and stuff causes your hair to slip, so it doesn't start to mesh as quickly as you would want it. The issue is with washing your hair early on, if you have comb coils or coil twist things, they come out really easily when you wash your hair, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. Like, there's a particular way that you can wash it with a stocking cap when you wash your hair through like pantyhose, so that the coils stay in place, but you still remove all the excess grease and dirt from your hair. You know, when people are like, don't wash your hair because it interrupts the locking process, it's bull crap, because it's just people who want your hair to lock from like dirt and, you know, the excess oil in your scalp, like hardening and clumping your hair together, and that's gross. Like, I think most people want, you know, if they're going to the time to like twist it and everything, they want manicured, clean locks. And if that's what you want, you need to start washing your hair pretty early on. I would say once every 2 weeks is a good timeline to go by, to be safe. Once every 2 weeks, at least once every month. More than that, I just think is kind of nasty, and that's just me. You know, if to each their own, but personally, if you're about having clean locks, I say wash your hair every 2 weeks. You shouldn't have any problems washing your hair because you also started with the 2-strand twist. It should stay. If any of them comes out, just retwist it and don't be too rough with it, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off because it's long now. Peace.